Good day, folks. The Butch Man here, the most average, most generic, least talented personality on YouTube. Today, we've been following a trend of picking on the Alaskan bush people, and I apologize. They are an easy target, so let me get that out of the way. I do apologize. Today, we're going totally different, man. We're tackling a totally different beast here. We're going to talk about the superfan of the Alaskan bush people. The superfan, the type, the people, the comments. I love it. Okay, first off, regarding this show, the Alaskan bush people, you know what? Watch it. Watch it. I don't care. Enjoy it. Enjoy the scenery. Alaska's beautiful. It's beautiful there. Just understand that a lot of people know the truth. A lot of people know the con job that comes with this show. You got to figure that a lot of the locals they're not jealous because Discovery did not give them a channel. Believe me, they're not jealous. They want to be left alone. They're sick of the portrayal, this horrible portrayal that these campers are portraying. They're certainly not demonstrating any skills that they have to survive out there. So it's camping at best and not homesteading by any means. It makes it look like it's not hard work, and I'm sure any true Alaskan will tell you that it's far from the truth. It's extremely hard. That's why there's not that many people that live there. I kind of get what they're going through in a stupid way. I am from and residing in sunny tropical New Jersey. A few years ago, there was a show called The Jersey Shore. I'm about a 10-minute drive from the Jersey Shore. I could be there in 10 minutes max, and I'll be sitting on a beach. The Jersey Shore, which is a show that I have yet to watch to this day. I've never seen a freaking episode of this show. Depicted a bunch of greasy juicehead Italians, Guido, yo, this and that. And that's how everybody thinks people from New Jersey are. That's not true. 95% of us are kind of normal. Don't group me in the 95%. I'm in my own 1%. I'm the 1 percentile. Don't ask what I am. But I'm not one of those clowns. You got me? So I can just imagine that's how an Alaskan feels when they see these freaking grifters coming in there, starting a fire with a lighter, never having any firewood ready, seasoned, or stacked, and saying, we live off the land. You do not. You live off a freaking Discovery dollar, and you live in a freaking motel. That simple. It's these superfans that so want to believe what they see on the television. And they're the same 6 or 7 yentas every day on Facebook typing up their chatter and arguing with the people who are pointing out the flaws. And these are the people that stand online for 3 days to see the next Aladdin movie. Aladdin whatever. Jafar goes to the bowling alley and then gets skeeved out when he tries on the shoes because they're dirty. These are the people that have heated debates over which cartoon mom is hotter, Jane Jetson or Lois Griffin. I'm on Lois, by the way, but look, Jane aged well, so I feel him for that. These are the people that hold their fur is murder rallies at the local Steak and Shake because they have a 20% off coupon for Frisco melts. These are the people that have to say www. the web address, and then .com or .net. They can't just say, oh yeah, it's alibi.com, or it's alibi. They have to say, oh yeah, that's www.flashlightsareus.com, www.dartboardsareus.com. God, that pisses me off! Damn it! They're the people that think when they get in their car, they gotta hit up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, B, select, start, so they have unlimited guys while they're driving down the freaking road. These are the people that laugh uncontrollably in church when the priest has, a little joke here or there, The 3 wise men would have gotten to baby Jesus much quicker if their GPS had worked. And then there's the person in the background. That's a great one, Pastor. Father, you're the best. I gotta go home and watch Alaskan bush people now. There's the people that say, my thoughts and prayers are with you, Amy, and the family at this troubling time. Okay, great. That's nice of you. That's very nice. And someone will say, I know someone who has lung cancer and they're struggling, so I know this feeling. And the next person says, well, my thoughts and prayers are with you in this troubling time. And then the next person says, yeah, I even know of a friend who's got lung cancer. And then they say, well, my thoughts are with you and your friend of a friend with this troubling time. So now here are a bunch of strangers that their thoughts and prayers are now with them. While this is very nice and noble and wonderful to write, I just don't buy it. I'm sorry. Maybe they are doing this, but I just don't see them kneeling down at night saying, now lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. And while I'm at it, I want to thank the Lord for a wonderful day that I had. And I want to thank the Lord for my family and everybody. Oh, and pray for Amy Brown so that she's okay. And pray for all the Browns so that they're okay. And then there's this guy that I met who has a friend of a friend who has lung cancer. I want you to pray for them. And then I want you to then pray for the people around that guy. And then there was someone else who mentioned that they survived lung cancer. I need you to pray for them too. Well, I'm praying for them, but I need you to give them the prayer and the strength. So I need you to do all this for me, please. Pray to them, me, my family, the guy I never met who I just wrote on Facebook because I told him I would. I can't say something on Facebook and not come through with it. I told him I would pray for him and his family. So I got to pray for him and his family. I got to pray for his uncle. His uncle survived lung cancer. And then there's another guy that had a friend of a friend. I have to pray for them and their family. They had lung cancer but now survived also. So I have to pray for them, pray for the Browns, pray for Amy, pray for the stranger, pray for the stranger's uncle, pray for the stranger's friend of a friend of a friend. Amen. They got to be getting high on bath salts or something. That's I think it just goes with the territory. And they say a lot of times the comeback is, it's a TV show. How come you can't get that through your head? It's a TV show. Much like Game of Thrones. Much like Walking Dead. What? When has Walking Dead been portrayed as a documentary? Because if it was, I'm ready. Because I got my survival gear. I can do better in the damn bush than those clowns can. Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, they're television shows. They portray this show, Alaskan Bush People, as a documentary, as real events occurring in real time. You're not even close with that basis, with that scenario. And this is what drags your credibility down. I've seen when people are writing, oh, Amy did such a good job homeschooling the kids. Homeschooling them how? I mean, she taught them that 3 + 5 is potato. Look, Rainey knows that 3 + 5 is potato. Rainey learned about Pearl Harbor Day and those tragic events, but no pearls were harmed. So the Americans fought back. They saved all the pearls on Pearl Harbor Day. Amy taught them the horrific events of the 7/11 attacks. But America stood tall, and no Wawas, no Quick Checks, no Quick Trips, QTs, no convenience store was damaged after the 7/11 attacks. That fateful day, Amy's homeschooling. She taught them about the Cuban sandwich missile crisis and how without that they'd never have these wonderful tasty Cuban sandwiches. Amy's homeschooling. 7 - 4 = Windex. This is... Yeah, you keep putting your comments on Facebook, though. This dog that they have that everybody loves. I'm a dog lover. I'm an animal lover. I am for animal rights. I was active in making sure that the circus got rid of using animals in their show. I'm active in stopping the rodeo. I'm active in stopping lassoing freaking baby calves and sheep because the lasso dislocates their hips 70% of the time. I'm against animal abuse. This dog is so poorly trained, it's gonna freaking see a bear and it's gonna think it's playtime. When in reality, it's going to be dinner time for the bear. The dog runs and bites nonstop. You see the kids are trying, no, Mr. Cupcake, stop that. The dog's biting their back, biting their leg. Every time bear starts running and doing ninja flips, the dogs run and attack. That's the worst thing you could have in the bush. A poorly trained dog is an invite to have predators in your area. I live in New Jersey, and I know this. I was a scout for a few years, and I know this. This is terrible television. They lose their credibility when they talk about how much of a genius Noah is. Noah is inventing things that have been invented for years and years. Noah did an experiment to make hand warmers using chemicals recently. I did that in 1994 in organic chemistry. I didn't claim to be inventing anything. I claimed to be doing an experiment according to the plan, and it worked. And I passed the class. And I guarantee you Noah couldn't pass an organic chemistry class. Noah could take 2 Q-tips, a cheese grater, a paper clip, and make a flying car. I've seen it. He should be working for NASA. I saw someone write that Noah should be working for NASA. I know. The other thing you get is, well, if you hate the show so much, why do you watch? Well, there is a thing called hate watching, and I'm going to put it up. Hate watching is when you watch a television program for the sake of the enjoyment one derives from mocking or criticizing it. And they just give us such good material. There's so many inconsistencies. There's so many lies. I mean, they can't keep up. Take Bam. Okay, Bam. In the first season, Bam says that he got his name from the Flintstones. He said, my grandfather and I used to sit and watch the Flintstones, and that's how I got the name. He liked the Flintstones, I became Bam Bam. Okay, great. Well, in a season or two later, State Trooper comes up to Amy, this is on television, and says, oh, and he got there very easily, by the way, in this remote locale where you don't see your neighbor for 9 freaking months and you're so isolated. But a Stady got over there, no problem, and said, Ms. Amora Brown, we have gotten something from your family that says you've been acting weird on the TV. A few seasons later, I don't know when, whatever. And then she says, well, I'll have you know, I haven't seen my family since I was 16 years old. Which means that she must have had Bam when she was 9. Because follow the timeline. I haven't seen my family since I was 16 years old. It wasn't Billy's dad, because, unfortunately, I'm not making fun of this, Billy's parents did perish in a plane crash when Billy was 16, which puts Amy at the ripe old age of 5. Think about that. You know, remember, he whisked her away when she was 16 and he was 25 or something. Or maybe she was 7. She blossomed. Anyway, so she was 16 when he swooped her away magically because she was wonderful and he was wonderful. Couldn't be his folks. She says, I haven't seen my family since I've been 16. Did you know that, Mr. State Trooper? That I haven't seen my family since I was 16 years old? When did Bam sit on his grandfather's lap and watch Flintstones then? If she was 16, she hadn't seen them. Bam was born when she was, 22, 23, who knows? I'm not doing the math. Remember, 3 + 5 equals potato salad or something. Whatever Amy's school is. So it just doesn't add up, man. I know it's not a big deal, but damn it all, at least have the storyline add up. Come on. Here's another one. At the end of one season, winter was coming, of course, because they plan it so that they have to leave every single winter. So, all of a sudden, and now remember, they don't see neighbors for sometimes 9 months because they're so isolated, so away from everybody. That's the bush living. We don't go to town. We stay in our own area. Well, according to them, they were shot at. Turns out it was a local, a neighbor, a few hundred yards away that was just fed up with all the helicopter flyovers. I guess drones weren't around a couple years ago in the bush. So they're doing helicopter flyovers to take pictures of the Homestead. Okay, well, this helicopter's flying over, and it's shaking this poor guy's house. He's trying to feed his baby. The baby's crying. The house is shaking. The dude's getting fed up, saying, why are there helicopters? I live in a remote area. Well, it's not that remote, obviously. According to Billy, you certainly see your neighbor, even though he says you go 9 months. Man, I'm on a rage right now. So, the guy shoots a firecracker in the vicinity of the helicopter. Not at the helicopter. The guy knew he was wrong for doing it. However, if these boys and this family is so acclimated to the bush living, to gunshots, to having your firearms on you, you would think they'd know the difference between a gunshot and a firecracker. Maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But never did they find out the next day, hey, what was that? Hey, is that a firecracker? Hey, where's the shell? Were we really shot at? No, they up and left. They just up and left. And they still held true that they were shot at. Another lie! And one other thing. Why is there never any friggin' firewood cut, seasoned, split, set up? There should be 10, 12, 15 cords of firewood. I live in New Jersey, and I have to cut about 3 or 4 cords of firewood for my folks. For the freaking winter in New Jersey. New Jersey is not that cold as Alaska. I'm all twisted up here. Gosh dang it to heck. These people, this show, these fans, they get me so crazy. I'm not really doing anything for my credibility right now, acting like this either, am I? But I'll calm down. You wait and see. Then the comments that the fans have to say when someone says, you know, it's fake, it's scripted, they couldn't handle a day in the bush. That's true. They couldn't. And then someone writes, weren't you ever taught that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all? Well, you probably don't hear anything then. You probably can't hear anything through them freaking ear holes of that helmet that's been plastered onto your head for the last 20 years also. So, you're going to hear the truth. Don't you have anything better to do than make fun of people you don't even know? Okay. Don't you have anything better to do than praise people you don't even know? You see how that works here? The other thing you get is, it's such good, clean, wholesome entertainment. That's why we like it. We don't care if it's fake. It's good, clean, wholesome entertainment. Okay, good? Nah. Clean? Not that word should not ever describe anything about the Browns. The Browns look filthy. They look disgusting. I can't even imagine the freaking stench of them naughty bits when they're always packed away in that freaking motel in the trash. They're so filthy and wholesome. Somebody provide me a definition of wholesome, because, all right, I get it. We think what we know is wholesome, but what are the antagonists to wholesome? I want to see a half-some show. I want to see a three-quarter-some show. I like that show because it's a very half-some show. It's a three-quarter-some show. No, you wrote good, clean, wholesome because someone wrote that 2-3 weeks ago, and you think it's nice, and you want to recycle the damn comment. Again, credibility. Who are you to judge? Who are you to judge them? I pray for them every day, and you better pray for them too, or as God is my witness, he will strike you down upon thee. Well, that's very Christian-y. Let me get this straight. I can't judge them, but you have the power to have God smite me if I don't pray for them. It just doesn't seem Christian-like. How come I can't judge, but you can? The hypocrisy. It's just, again, credibility. Wishing eternal damnation on me is not going to get Billy Brown to send you a freaking Christmas card. When in fact, he probably doesn't know when Christmas is because remember, he doesn't go by dates nor clocks. Freaking, when you get everything for free, I guess you don't have to. You son of a bee sting. We don't care if it's fake. We like the family. They show true love to each other. Okay, we don't care if it's fake. We don't care that they've stole from Alaskans, hardworking Alaskans who have made their life there. We don't care that they've stole from their fund, their oil fund. We don't care that they've conned kind and caring people that tried to help them along the way, that they've freaking scammed people in the past. We don't care. Because it's a good, clean show. They're a great family. Well, obviously they're not if they've scammed and conned and thieved their way through life so far. And then they say, well, show us proof that they stole. Then you put up an article that says, here, they stole from Alaskans. They stole from the oil fund for 4 years straight. They owe $29,000. They only paid a few of it back. And then they go, that's not true either. Anybody could print a fake news article. Yeah, like someone sitting home printing a fake news article that's government freaking stamped that says the people versus or whatever the hell it said. It's a court document. You can't fake them for the love of all that is sacred and decent in this world. We like the family, regardless if it's scripted or fake. Okay, so you have a family that portrays itself as poor, hardworking, they barter for their stuff, they don't have money. Now look, it's a TV show. You gotta realize they have money. You have to realize that. But here's the problem. There's kind and gullible people out there that think this is real, because it says documentary. It says documentary. So people send them gifts, send them money. Some woman sent $19,000 of her retirement money to the Browns. You'd think she would have got a freaking thank you card. She got nothing. And they didn't need it anyway. They didn't send it back, that's for sure. So this is the false portrayal. And then they say, well, if they're so stupid to send money, they deserve it. Okay, what if it was your mom that was just a nice, sweet old lady watching her soaps and then watching her ABP? And she watches them and says, boy, that family's so hardworking. I can tell they love each other based on the 43 minutes of TV I see a week. They really care. This must be true. I'm going to help them out. Then you'd be pissed, I bet. And it's just not right. It's not right on the Browns' part. It's not right on Discovery Channel's part. Maybe the Browns don't have a say in the matter, but it's wrong for Discovery to freaking do that. Don't portray something that isn't what it is. Then there's the, how do you know they've scammed people? Well, again, there have been locals that have been outspoken about this because they're fed up with this portrayal also. They have this nice area that they live. They've lived for a long time. And now here comes these schlebs freaking making a mockery of it. And I get it. So you got these people coming to fruition. Look, the Browns did this to me. The Browns did that to me. Look, I can't believe or disbelieve, but I believe them. I believe these hardworking folks. So to me, I say, how do you know they didn't scam? Because you seem to think they don't cuss, they don't drink, they don't smoke, all because of what you see on a 43-minute television show weekly. Okay, they don't on the TV show. However, we've seen pictures of the kids with smokes in their hand. We've seen Annie with a pack of smokes in her lap. We know Matt has some booze issues. He's had a belt or two, obviously. So again, you don't know either. You don't know either. So to think that you know based on the 43 minutes of how they're portrayed, when none of it's been true so far, you lose your credibility when you say, well, I've seen on the show they don't swear. But guess what? I can go 43 minutes without swearing. No, I can't. Never mind. Forget I said that. But some people can. Oh, I'm exhausted. With that, this is your pal, the Butch Man, signing off. This was my rendition of the Super Bush fan of Alaskan Bush people. I don't know if I have any credibility either, so whatever. Take it for what it's worth. But everybody who's been on that site or that Facebook page will know exactly what I'm talking about. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. No, I don't have anything better to do. So you can say, hey, don't you have anything better to do? No, I don't.